Infinite. I'm going to be staying away from anything that just stops the broadcast, probably like versus mode or something, just to not cut any of the footage out. Hopefully it doesn't, but let's see, because I haven't played at all from the latest update that they had a couple months ago. I think it was about 2 months ago that it happened. So let's see what's changed. I don't know if much has changed at all, but let's dive into this, shall we? Alright. The loading's a... Alright. Mission notes, more of the tutorial stuff. Let's just go into battle mode. Let's go to arcade for now. Let's try to play characters who I haven't used just yet. Alright. I'm going to choose probably one Marvel and one Capcom character. Not both yet. I may set it for another video or later on the broadcast, so let's pick somebody from the Capcom side first. Decisions. I've already beat it with Zero once before. I don't think I have with X just yet. Nemesis I haven't done yet. I think Dante I did attempt a while back, didn't really proceed on forward with that for you. I kind of wish Akuma was on here, but he's not. Morgan I've already done, I think, as well. Chun-Li, I started one and I never finished it. Spencer, I wasn't really a fan of Spencer in the last one of 3. Jet is a possibility. Firebrand, I think I've used him a couple times in Marvel's Capcom 3 a long time ago. Haggard, I can't remember if I ever played as him. There's also Sigma. Monster looks kind of cool. And then Winter Soldier. Well, actually, no, that's not even Marvel or Capcom. That's actually Marvel. So let's try. I'm deciding between either Chun-Li, Dante, or Monster Hunter. I think I'm gonna try Monster Hunter for now.
Monster Hunter. And the quest begins.
Oh. Let's see colors. Wait. Kind of like that color. I'm gonna go with that one. And next, we'll choose a Marvel character. Or use Ghost Rider, Gamora, and or Thanos. Nova. I think I used him in one online match. Kind of didn't do so well. Captain Marvel, Hulk, Cap, Spidey. Let's go.
That's a big weapon, girlie. Watch where you point it.
Let's try Venom. Screw it. And I'll go with the one that I've always been using a lot more, anyways. The Power Stone.
Who will prevail?
Or Power Gem, for those that are more in line with the comics. My bad. I just wanted to push out gameplay tonight for anything that's not going to be blocking me from what's it called, recording blocks. So we'll just go with this for now.
Don't worry, I'll just trap you.
I won't back down.
No wow, Zero and X. What are the odds?
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fight!
Over here!
A little slow on her attacks, though. Okay. Using the dual blades, one of my top choice weapons of Monster in the world. That's pretty cool. Oh shit. No. Hey, get off me. Oh crap. Can't dodge the first match. Oh no.
Power Stone!
Nothing!
Power Stone! Power Stone! Power Stone! Power Stone! Power Stone! Guess what? Guess Power Stone! Let's go! Grab!
Damn.
Monster Hunter!
Move it! Power Stone! Power Stone! Have made this! Power Stone! Have made this! Power Stone!
Whoa, she pulls out that big ass bow. That's kind of cool.
Quest complete. Now let's return to camp.
I really like the color scheme for her outfit and the sword. That's pretty cool. That was rough. Maybe I need a better armor set. You're not kidding for those tough battles on the actual game. Wow.
Only one team will be left standing.
This shouldn't be used on people, but I have no choice.
Alright,
hope
so
we
we
can
get
have
Ghost
some
Rider and
fun.
Morgan now. She really loves the
Who
fiery
will
guys.
come out on top? Ready.
We already saw that in the cutscenes of the game.
This!
Oh, spoiler alert for those that haven't
Are
played
you
the game
sure
yet.
this is even?
Taunting! No, 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 no! Shit! Thought I might take your upskin voice there for a second. Not intentionally, though. Gonna skip swipes. Yes.
Look, we'll eat you! Eat everything! Monster Hunter!
Oh, it's an aerial attack. Crap. Oh, shit. Oh, it's an aerial assault there, the bow, the upper bow. That's kind of cool. Alright, more on that. No, take more than that, baby. Come on. I've missed Venom for so long since 2. I was kind of surprised that he wasn't in the third game, but that's another thing for another day to talk about. Mentioned something about that. My brother and I went to a retro game store in a couple towns away from here, about Southwise, and we found the game there for about $40. It took so hard to find. We just grabbed it, nabbed it, and went.
You were not a
And brought it home, and
Give us more worthy prey!
it was a lot of fun going back and reminiscing from the time that we were playing that game. Well, for me and my cousins, we were playing that game in arcades, kicking each other's asses or getting our asses kicked, either from each other or other people, and it was pretty fun. Like it just.
The battle begins.
It was a lot of fun having all these characters just brought on the roster from the get-go, and playing the game, and it just felt fun to play the game again. From the PS2 port. Although I've heard things about the Xbox One originally being the better one, but I played a modded PC version, and it was slightly better. Like the loading times were nowhere near as bad. And
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fight.
Got a little more clean. Well, I wouldn't say clean, but the graphics were just the same. But I was one of the unfortunate people that had a PS3 at the time and never necessarily saved up for it, or just didn't have the money at the time due to bills or whatever to get the PS3 Xbox versions. Because I had a PS3 at the time and it was still around for MVC2, and I never got it, and I kind of hate myself for it because I still have Origins. I don't really play it as much as I used to, because it does have Marvel superheroes, and it does have Marvel vs. Capcom 1, which is Clash of the Heroes, or Superheroes, and I just don't play it that much anymore. So, you know, I don't have a PS3 in my room anymore. I'm about to get one in the next couple of months, probably in August, or maybe sometime in July. I just haven't decided on when. So I can get caught up on some of the other games. I have my massive collection of games, whether it be digital or if it's physical stuff. Because I have a crap ton of physical games now. PS3. But
Quest complete. Now let's
I grew up with
return
Marvel
to camp.
vs. Capcom. Or before it was Marvel vs. Capcom, it was Marvel Superheroes. There was a Cece's Pizzas in Odessa, Texas, when I was growing up over there for about 2 years, about 2 years and 2 months. There was one there that had Marvel Superheroes, and I played it there. And then a few months later on, I went to a place called Mr. Gaddy's, which was kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese, but more of a, I guess it was a Texas-based franchise. And it was practically Chuck E. Cheese. And in this area, in this facility, they had an adult section that was clearly without the TV screens and whatnot. Like, it was a dining area specifically to like dine with their buffet.
Be used on people.
They
I
had
have no
a screening rooms where there was 2 of them. There was one that had sports or news or whatever like that, like NBC, and I think it was like ESPN. They just rotated. And then there was another room that was, you know, with the projector screens and like the dining area. It was literally like, I think, God, I think about 30 to 35 dining tables with like about 5 or 7 seats in them that had oh crap, I gotta switch. That had chairs and whatnot, and they had all those chairs and tables there. Like I said, one side had ESPN or like NBC playing, or whatever the case being, or MSNBC during the daytime during like the hours to like 11 and I'm gonna say 1 p.m. And another side had Cartoon Network, considering Cartoon Network only started a couple years before that. I think it was like 92.
You were not a challenge.
And
You
it
must
was
walk
like
worthy threat.
6-ish, 7-ish. And I remember just being there. And it was a lot of fun going to that place. But aside from the awesome buffet, because it was pretty decent, it was I think it was a lot better than not Mr. Gaddy's. It was a lot better than Cece's Pizza. It just felt a lot more cool. The environment felt fun and cool. And there was an arcade / recreational area, like kind of like how Chuck E. Cheese was, you know, the tubes you can crawl through with the slides and whatnot. The arcade section was pretty cool. Like it was pretty well well managed.
I feel better about slicing you up.
And one of the games that I first experienced there, aside from the Walmarts around the area, and then before moving to Texas at the time, Florida, I experienced the Capcom version of X-Men, which was a very fun game to play at bowling alleys and, you know, Walmart stores. Like, it was a really cool experience to do. About a year or so later, after X-Men came out on the arcade Capcom entries, it was there was a game called Spider-Man. I played that at Disney World at the time in Orlando, and it was like the beat 'em up one with Spider-Man, Submariner, Hawkeye, and I believe Black Cat. And then, of course, later on, about a year or so later, there was that X-Men one. I think it was Children of Adam, the arcade one. Yeah, that was my beginning start for the Capcom franchise of fighters for Marvel, and it just felt really fun to play. And then when I went to Texas, the first one I played was X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Then of course later on was I think Marvel vs. Street Fighter. And then before I left Texas, the last game I played was actually Marvel Superheroes. So it had Juggernaut, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Psylocke, and crap. I think Wolverine was in that too. And Hulk.
You were nothing, Jack.
So it beats off. There could have been more characters, but you know, whatever the constraints were for Capcom at the time to push out the characters, it was pretty fun to play. And so about a year moving back to Florida, though, we had a Walmart about I'm gonna say just about maybe 30 to 40 minutes away from our town north. Had a Walmart Supercenter there, and they had the first game of the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise, which was the Clash of the Superheroes. Played that game, and I got almost done with it with my dad.
Fools, our will is law.
He was so quick-netted because I think the character he played the character the moment we would change, like we would swap the controls, and it worked out pretty awesome. But my God, it was a fun time back in the ending of these. God, I gotta get some hits on this guy. Crap.
I won't give in! Unleash the demon spirit!
Let's go! Grab! Power stone!
Oh crap. No. Oh no, I'm dead. No, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Shit. Totally dead. I'm gonna die. Wow, I'm surprised I actually beat this guy. I haven't played in a couple months. I think I haven't played in like 2 months.
Quest complete.
I'm surprised I actually won
return
this.
to camp.
But then about a year or two later, MVC2 came out. My cousin got it for PS2. And I remember playing the shit out of that game whenever it came to weekends, you know, after school was over and whatnot. And then Friday nights, we would hang out with our friends. It'd probably bring some, you know, girls that were young. So, you know, we were about like 13 and 14 years
Don't
old.
worry,
We'd hang out with our girlfriends and whatnot, and bring them over and play this game. You know, we had 2 controllers ready to go, play, and then we would do like story mode on hard or like arcade on hard. It was a fun time. A lot of memories with 2.
Over here.
That's kind of the one thing I'm disappointed about. This game necessarily is the individual endings you get for beating the game with a certain character. That's one of the things I was surprised that this game didn't get, and it should have gotten. But I mean, it is what it is. We don't even know if there's going to be any sort of update from here on out. An extension for the season pass to where there's more content posting out.
How about this one?
Shit.
Unleash the demon spear!
Oh crap.
Power Stone! Overheat! Give me strength! Take this! Fall to pieces! Venom!
This is Venom.
Let's go! Grab!
Or the minions, I'm not assuming. Yep.
Power Stone!
Yeah, ragdoll. Oh crap.
Move it!
Oh no 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 no.
Fall to pieces! Over here! Hey! Give me strength! Fall to pieces! Evade this! Evade this!
Target locked!
Oh shit. It's over. I'm done.
Let's go! Grab! Let's go! Grab!
Yes, Lord.
Let's go! Grab! Destroy! We'll snap you up! Venom Whip!
The vacuum bullshit. Finally, it's done. Alrighty.
Congratulations!
Which is one of the things I didn't like about this game. There was no individual endings as far as who you beat it with. But other than that, I mean, it's still pretty fun to play every now and then. But this is going to conclude my broadcast for this one with Venom and Monster Hunter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys later on. Have a great night.